Mm. It's getting lit up here. And so far, Class A shit. Ooh. As my friend I Digress says, it's not been 5 minutes yet. But that's his channel, not mine. Let me just give it one more light so I can get it lit. Oh man. I think we have found a good cherry blend. Yes, sir. All right, so pipe, my mirror, and from the title, you know what I'm smoking. The Gawith and Hoggarth and Company American Black Cherry. Not like the black cherry twist that I tried and there was nothing in it. It tasted like a regular brown flake or some sort of Virginia tobacco. What I like about this blend, I think it does have some Virginias in it. Don't quote me on it, obviously, because this doesn't say it. But it has a little bit of a Play-Doh-y, cherry Play-Doh type thing going on there. On the nose, in the plastic anyway. Let me see if I get it on here in the jar. I jarred it up. Yeah, very, very chemically on the nose, like very strong cherry, like topping, almost like candies. But you don't get that on the smoke anyway. For me, I mean, I'm digging it because I'm actually smelling cherry, right? And because I ain't buying no more Captain Black, I'm not gonna be having Captain Black cherry. So I needed to get some pipe cleaners. So I need to get some pipe cleaners. And I said, I'll put an order for this. I got 2 ounces. That's what it looks like without what's in the bowl. That's 2 ounces. A little bit more expensive than some other of their stuff because I got the bulk blend. I think it was like 7 something. I think there's a couple. They have I want to try their Balkan blend. Some people say on Smoking Pipes in their reviews that the Balkan is comparable to Arango's Balkan. Not as good as Arango, but like second tier. So which is good to know. So that's someone's opinion, but I'll check it out the next time I place an order. But I've been winning bids on cigars. I won another Monte Cristo. I won a 5-pack of Monte Cristos. Viejo, that new line Viejo that I think I showed on my channel. And they, but the big chunkers, 6 by 60 ring gauge. So these are like some real honker, fucking real thick cigar. 60-inch ring gauge, yeah. And as you can see, it's June, and June is the month of Jaws for me. Sorry for making a shaky camera. So yep, we got our original 1975 limited edition can. Got the 30-pack. Cheers. It's so hot out here. Sweating on my book. I don't want that to happen. At least this isn't a first edition. It's an original, but original 1974, but because it doesn't say first edition. Okay, Jaws was 73. So first edition would have been a 73. This is a reprinting. I do have the dust jacket, but it's pretty well beaten up because I bought this used. But and I don't want to mess up the dust jacket any more than it is. So let me get this out of the way because man, beer's dripping on it. But yo, you guys got a smartphone and you want to zoom in on that and do the QR code. I'll hold it there. I don't know if that works on a camera type thing. If you could zoom in and then if it would work on your smartphone to pop up the video. But it's the scene where Quint is chugging the beer and crushing the can. So yeah, it's the Crush It Like Quint 50th anniversary, and it's cool because this little thing, I don't know if it shows the orca split in half and the mass, smoke rising up, and looks like it's sinking with flames or something. It's really hard to see from the artist's drawing, but you see the boat is split in half, and I think that's the mass. And I don't know what that orange shit is floating up. I'm assuming that's smoke, billows of smoke. It's hard to see, but yeah, I don't know. Interesting. So yeah, we're having that, and like I said, this has got a real strong cherry note. That's what we're talking about. And like I said, I'm reading Jaws, meeting the first mate, and it's not goopy wet. It's wet, but it's just nice wet enough to where you don't have to let it air dry. It's not goopy. And you know I'm a cherry head. I'm a cherry guy. So, and it's hard to always find a good one. But now I think I'm going to go with these guys because, again, they're not STG. So, I think I found one. I think I found one right off the bat for a win. I liked for a black cherry. I really enjoyed Colt Blood Red Moon. That was a good one to go to. Really good. And a Colt really colored up my mirror for whatever reason. Gave it some really good, like this was still light at the time. This side's still a little light, but it's getting there. I don't know. It's a really slow going process with this one. That's why they say it's generational, these things, you know, if it don't break. Take a lifetime and it won't color all the way. But yeah, the back note, I mean, you could tell it's a fake cherry, but it's a black cherry. But I like it. Some people probably wouldn't. They'd say too much chemical or whatever. We'll see how it goes throughout the rest of the bowl. If the cherry stays all the way, so far it is the top part. It's not like it's burning off and I'm losing flavor and just getting cigar ash, you know, cigarette ash, that cigarette flavor. This probably would not pair well with whiskey. I think you got sweet and sweet. It's too much. That's why whiskey is so really good, or bourbon is good with a cigar. It brings out the flavor and the spices in the particular stick. That it always enhances the flavor. I don't know a sweet bourbon or whatever would enhance this. Obviously, I will try and see, but it might turn this to be, if the bourbon is, you know, like a sweet, and this is not like bitter or anything already, it won't turn this sweet. It'll probably make this taste bitter. Hypothetically speaking, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, just sipping on it. It's very nice. About 80 degrees here. Sweating. I don't like the sweat. I don't know if I'm gonna get to sleep tonight. Wife won't let me put the air on. There's no airflow. Like, it's dead out here. There's a little bit of a breeze, but not enough to get in the house. The house in the hallway sitting right here on ground level is about 80 degrees. So upstairs, who the freak knows? She wants to wait a little bit longer before we raise the electric bill or whatever. I have central air. And plus in Jersey here, with all the changing of governorship coming up soon, and you know, the governor going out, it's just tax city, tax happy. The electric company is going up. So going up. Like they just going to do what they want. I forget what the rate, the tax hike is going to be on the freaking electric bill. But I'm hearing some people are already paying like triple or double what they were paying before. So, hold that thought. So sorry about that. But it stays lit too, and I'm really surprised at that as how wet it felt. You know, I think it's got Cavendish in it because there's a really black stuff in there. So I think there's black Cavendish. Yeah, it smells like real strong chemical cherry. But I'm not getting that on the taste. It's not tasting like, like, okay, like a cherry cough drop, that strong cherry, and you have that taste. That's the smell. Like a strong cherry cough drop. The chemical candy cough drop smell or taste that you get when you're sick and you eat that. That's what I'm smelling on their topping. Some people right off the bat will throw them, whatever. But I guess us guys who really enjoy cherry, I wonder if Tunnel Take has tried this. Greg, I don't know. Gawith Hoggarth American Black Cherry. Give it a go. I'm enjoying it. I know it's his Pride Month with Smoker's Pride, but again, like I said, with STG, who owns Lane Limited, I would give it a go if they didn't do what they did. So, but again, I'm not doing it. I'm not giving my money to an outside Denmark company that cut the American worker out. So I'd rather pay the UK price, whatever, European tobacco, good English company, till I guess they get bought out. But as you see, it's staying lit even when I'm talking, and got interrupted there for a second. It's good beer. On another note, the farmhouse ale, or the Abbey beer that I did, that fermented out in like 2 days. So it's nice and still right now, nothing going on. And it's not even a week yet. It'll be a week Saturday. It's Thursday today. So, and it just stinks because, my keg's about to kick, and I can't put that in until the following Saturday. 14 days is what you got to wait. I mean, for it to clear, and, really the yeast to clean up and do its thing. Yeah, I think it's starting to go out a little bit, but keeping it going. Yeah, done. This is a win in my book. And I will be just not stocking up. I mean, I got 2 ounces here right now as it is, so this will, when I want a cherry fix, I guess this will be my go-to. So pretty much, I don't know how much more reviews will be coming on my channel, because it's like, I'm getting to the point in my life where I've tried a lot of stuff. I know what I like and what I'm going to stick with. Because why keep spending money on something that's going to be, blasé? For that, I could just have a cigar, So, I'm pretty much smoked everything up. So, yeah. So I think, my Vulcan will be Arango Vulcan, Macbeth. What's in my hair? Macbeth. Maybe my go-to Virginia blend, comparable to Sherlock Holmes blend. And this will be the cherry blend. So it'll be my top 3 smokes that will be on my rotation, that I'll be smoked, daily, or every other day. But I do want to try Gawith Hoggarth's Vulcan to see how comparable it is, and we'll see. And then I mean, we'll probably revisit the black twist, Irish twist, later on. But I had it. It was good. But towards the end, it wasn't really doing what it did in the beginning for me. Like, Paul Gilson is always raving about it and everything, and it is good. But for me, it all depends on what I eat or whatever. Because sometimes I taste it more of the smoke and more of the flavor, and then other times it would just be like bland and sweet, a sweet bland flavor to me towards the end, at the end of this. Yeah, you can look for frogs, son. Go look. Boy, he's been fixated on looking for frogs, but they ain't none around in my yard. I mean, there's no water, so every once in a while when I had a garden, and worms and stuff in the garden, then I would get these nice bullfrogs, not bullfrogs, but toads and stuff. I would find them hopping around in the garden, especially when I go to mow the lawn and you see a big old toad hopping. But yeah, not anymore, because I don't really garden much, so I don't really see anything. But this is, went through the third of the bowl here, I think, and it's still going good. And no tongue bite. Like, this is smooth. Like, even with Macbeth, I was getting a little bit of tongue bite from the Virginias. But this is smooth. I'm not getting that at all. So, June is here, and me and the first man are going to kick back, and I'm going to get back in Jaws. Now, with reading of this book, it's not like the movie if you've never read it. And there's a whole chapter or two of Brody's wife being infidel, cheating on Brody. Mrs. Brody is getting with Hooper. So I skipped that whole part. I actually get really, because it's like there's no point. It doesn't escalate the story in my point of view. So it's like when it comes to that part, I just go to the last act, when they're trying to catch the shark. So I skip that chapter every year. It's just stupid. It doesn't make any lick of sense as to, it doesn't progress the story at all. It's just thrown in there. I mean, that's my opinion. Eventually, I don't know. And even when this book came out, it wasn't even, got mixed reviews. This is one of those times where I actually prefer the movie over the book. Same thing with The Shining. Kubrick's Shining. I prefer Jack Nicholson and that vision and that view compared to the book. Ooh. Oh. I'm sure I'm going to get comments about that. Yeah, nah, man, that's the neighbor's pool. We don't go to the neighbor's house. Now my son's climbing a tree. So, hey, too high. Climb down. So on that note, guys, I'm going to go before he's like a monkey, so he'll be okay. But I'm just, I got to keep an eye on him. So until we do it again, my friends, remember, let's set sail.